Have you ever felt the weight of urgency? Today, I'm here to talk about the power of a simple phrase, open this ASAP. In our fast-paced world, communication is key. When you say ASAP, you're not just asking for something quickly. You're emphasizing the importance of what's at stake. It's a call to action, a signal that something matters. First, let's discuss clarity. When you request something urgently, be specific. Instead of just saying, I need this ASAP, outline what you need and why it's crucial. This shows respect for the other person's time and helps them prioritize effectively. Next, consider impact. Urgency can drive results. When you convey a sense of immediacy, people tend to respond faster. But remember, urgency should never compromise quality. It's about finding that balance between speed and excellence. Also, think about your tone. When you say, open this ASAP, ensure your tone reflects professionalism and confidence. This isn't just about being demanding. It's about showing that you value collaboration and understand the importance of the task at hand. Lastly, follow up with gratitude. A simple thank you for your quick response goes a long way in fostering positive relationships. It shows appreciation for their effort and reinforces the idea that teamwork is essential, so next time you need something urgently, remember, be clear, impactful, professional, and grateful. The way you communicate can transform how others perceive your requests and can lead to more efficient outcomes. Now go out there and make your voice heard. Remember, urgency is powerful when used wisely. Let's make every request count. Listen closely, my child. It is not a thought you conjured yourself, nor a fleeting notion that will soon fade. This is my direct communication piercing through all distractions, settling deep within your spirit. I speak to you now because the timing is significant. The unfolding of events has reached a crucial point, and with every passing instant, you approach a future more profound than you can currently imagine. My aim in speaking, my beloved, is not to overwhelm you. Instead, I wish to awaken you so you might fully grasp that this very moment is sacred, specifically designated by me long before time began. Have you not often felt overlooked, my precious one, carrying burdens no one else perceived? I recall the many nights you wept in silence, yet still persevered, holding a quiet certainty that I would eventually draw close. Nothing about your journey was hidden from my sight, for I am the one who truly sees you when others fail to notice, the one who opens a path when all other routes seem blocked. This is why I speak to you directly now, my cherished one, understanding the depth of your desire to hear from me. I offer no empty promises, no fleeting human wisdom. My words are eternal truths that endure forever. Events are already in motion. The passage you believed was closed is about to become clear. The time of waiting is now giving way to a season of fulfillment. However, it is precisely at this critical point that many lose their way. They become distracted and miss out on what I had prepared for them. I do not desire this outcome for you, my child. I do not want you to release what I have already positioned in your path. Do not allow your focus to drift from my words, my child. Do not close your ears to me. Never treat what is sacred as if it were common. A clear boundary now exists, separating what has ended from what is now unfolding, distinguishing the once unimaginable from the truth being shown. Therefore, I urge you, stay alert, remain aware, for every detail of this particular season is significant to my unfolding design. Do not think you arrived at this moment by chance. My beloved one, do not believe it was an accident that you are now hearing these words. I arranged this encounter with you. I led you to this precise spot so you would understand you are never truly by yourself and that I continue to direct the course of your life. Even when all hopes seem to vanish, I had already set in motion the foundation for your fresh start. When your confidence faltered, I was already upholding you, making certain you would not completely fall. Listen to this, my child. There is a deep capacity within you that has not vanished. It has simply awaited my chosen moment. And that moment is now. The ultimate turning point is not marked by long periods or seasons. It is found in single moments. I declare to you now that your very next decision carries the power to redirect your entire path. Do not let hesitation rob you of this truth. Do not allow doubt to lessen the reality of what I am now bringing forth. I understand the heavy weight you have carried. I know how often you felt cornered with no way out. I even know you considered giving up on your journey. Yet I am the living proof that steadfastness is always rewarded. Through every season of profound darkness, I was there. With every silent plea that seemed to go unanswered, I was listening. During every moment of agonizing quiet, I was actively at work. Now I speak, for the time has arrived to lift your spirit, to renew your confidence. This pronouncement is more than mere speech. It is a holy pledge before all that exists, ensuring you will not resemble those who forsook you in your deepest need. It is the divine sign that marks your firm resolve even when worldly voices claim no progress is possible. Do not underestimate what I am accomplishing right now. Do not dismiss what appears insignificant right now, for it is the very start of what will deeply influence your coming days. I am not merely offering comfort, my precious one. I am readying you. I am positioning you. I am affirming that future pledges remain steadfast. The sound of my voice itself breathes new life into them, and you will witness the fruition of all you steadfastly believed in during your quiet moments. Do not let exhaustion overcome you at this stage. Do not allow your attention to stray. Do not look backward as if your past defines your future. Instead, look forward, for what I have safeguarded for you far exceeds anything you have experienced before. Heed my call, my beloved child. Take a deep breath and embrace this message as a living reality. It will not be without purpose. It will blossom when the conditions are right. I assure you, my child, you are not overlooked. You are not forsaken. You are not disregarded. This very season you are navigating has been set apart by the heavens as the start of a completely new chapter. Listen with great care to what I am communicating to you right now, my beloved. This does not originate from your own thoughts, nor is it a passing whim. It is my clear voice breaking through the stillness, speaking directly to the depths of your being. Receive what I am disclosing to you now. For many have stood on the brink of their breakthrough, only to forfeit it by diverting their attention to matters of no true importance. Some earnestly sought me for years, shed tears in private, maintained their faith through severe trials. Yet just as their answer was appearing from above, their determination waned. They grew weary and permitted what was prepared for them to vanish. I do not desire that fate for you. I did not guide you to this exact point only for your hope to fade at the final moment. It is precisely during this crucial phase that the adversary intensifies his efforts to pull your focus away. He senses that the fulfillment is imminent, that the groundwork has been laid, that the season of expectation is concluding. For this reason, he attempts to distract you with small worries, to ensnare you in meaningless disputes, to weigh down your spirit with concerns that hold no eternal value. He uses fatigue, the views of others, even the slightest whispers of doubt to persuade you that nothing will come to pass. But I tell you, my beloved, do not be deceived. What I have released from the heavenly realm is already moving forward. And if you remain watchful, you will personally witness its arrival. Do not surrender to weariness now. Do not give in when you are so close to the culmination. My beloved one, your journey through difficulty was never unwitnessed. Every quiet moment of sorrow, every deep sigh, each time you bowed your spirit low, I was there closer than you knew. My presence remained with you through every long period of darkness. My child, I heard the silent cries in your innermost thoughts and felt the weight of every tired breath you offered. The moment for my promise to unfold is almost here, my precious child. I must warn you, do not let anything pull your attention away. Many have come so close to receiving what I set aside for them only to turn aside at the last moment. Small things drew their eyes and they stopped believing, stopped watching, stopped reaching. And so they overlooked the very good I had ready. I do not want this for you. Do not let go of the good you have worked for, nor the pledge I made when it is so near. This is the moment to safeguard your inner self. Disregard the whispers that seek to bewilder you and remain steadfast in my declarations. The forces that oppose you know they cannot stop what I intend. But they try to weary your spirit so you give up before the end. They cannot block the way I have opened, but they will try to convince you not to walk through it. They cannot undo my word, but they will work to weaken your belief before you see it come to pass. Listen closely, my child. I am here with you in this very moment. I am not distant, nor do I ignore your needs. I tell you these things because I want you to fully receive all the good I have made ready for you. Let nothing turn you from what is rightfully yours. Do not let tiredness make you step back. What awaits you is too great to abandon now. For this reason, my beloved one, I ask you, share these words without hesitation. Someone else needs to hear my comfort right now. I sense the trembling within your heart. I know when doubt fills your mind, and I see when you consider letting go. But I also see when you choose to believe again, when you decide to keep going, even when the way ahead is shadowed, when you lean on me during life's storms. That decision changes everything. That quiet resolve invites my help for you. Hear this truth, my beloved. The hour is urgent. The destined time approaches swiftly, and I desire for you not to overlook what I have already made ready. Stay firm. Look away from anything that tries to draw you off course. Protect your heart from giving up. Renew your certainty, for what seemed distant is now very close. I approach swiftly. I arrive with might. I come to reveal that I am the constant God who fulfills every pledge. When you choose to stand firm, when you heed my guidance closely, you will discern the contrast between those who yielded and those who endured. You will witness firsthand the good things I have kept for the faithful, the conclusion that was already in motion and now appears before you. Stay alert, my cherished one. Do not grow tired. Do not let your mind drift. This is the most crucial part of your journey, and I am right here with you to ensure my word will not fail. Listen carefully to what I am telling you, for these are not empty or uncertain words. They are eternal truths from me. I was the quiet calm that settled your heart when your inner world felt broken. I was the solace that renewed your spirit when you believed you could not proceed. I was the soft whisper that gave you courage when hopelessness tried to take over. I was the hidden shield that covered you when you felt completely exposed. The tears you kept hidden from others. I treasured the sadness you thought showed weakness. I used to show your strength. Each time your spirit bent low in pain, I gently lifted it. Whenever your energy seemed to fade, I filled you with fresh vigor. It was not your own strength that kept you going, my child, but my constant faithfulness. I know you wrestled with questions that had no clear answers. I know the long, quiet times brought doubt into your mind. I know you sought understanding from others and found no one who truly saw your inner struggle. Yet I was never far. I stood by you even when you felt no presence. I held you steady when you feared everything would fall apart. And I want you to grasp, my beloved child, that no difficulty was without meaning. No distress went unnoticed. No offering was forgotten. Every trial you faced alone was seen by me. I did not just observe. I walked with you through every step. When you felt alone on your journey, it was I who carried your burden. When you believed no one heard, it was I who listened to your silent cry. I am your caring God. I am your loving parent. I am the one who never left you, even when everyone else stepped away. Though many overlooked the worth of your commitment, I perceived it. While many overlooked your commitment, I recognized it. Your sorrow was not a sign of failure. It was a display of human spirit upheld by my divine might. Your vulnerability was not a source of disgrace. It was the channel through which my grace extended to bring you completeness. Those tears had purpose. They were not ignored. They were not wasted. They were held dear in my sight, and I will change them into abundant good. So do not think you walked lonely paths. No longer believe you were unseen. I have always been at your side. Even through the deepest shadows, even during the quietest hours, even when all expectations seem to vanish, my strength has carried you to this very point, and my presence will never depart from you. Find peace now in my deep affection, my child, for I have seen your hidden sorrows, and each one matters in my greater design. I am the just God who observes everything, and nothing is hidden from my awareness. I know the many times you felt overlooked, my child. How often you gave your best efforts and were not seen. I know when you acted with deep commitment, yet no praise came. I know when you offered gentle words and were met with harsh ones. I saw the truth of your heart in every choice, even when others failed to grasp them. I am always near. My presence surrounds your very being. Though human eyes missed you, my focus remained steady. Even when others thought little of you, you were always treasured by me. When criticism came, I reminded you inwardly of your true worth to me. In your deepest solitude, I was there, a steady companion you might not have sensed. My understanding differs from human understanding. I do not disregard your efforts or your careful work. I watched your firm resolve, my child, when you could have sought to retaliate. I saw your silent pardon, unseen by those who might have expected your anger. I noted your dedication to what is right. Even when a simpler choice presented itself, every honest decision, every act of letting go, every gift you gave was recorded by me. And now I announce that the time for your acknowledgement has come. As the supreme judge of all things, I never overlook injustice. Those who misrepresented you will face their reckoning. I recall every moment of your suffering, my beloved. Even when you answered with grace, I now step forward to confirm that I will speak for your truth. You will not be required to justify your actions or seek approval. My strength will reveal your victory. Those who mocked you will see my plan unfold with their own eyes. Those who doubted your faithfulness will realize your commitment was not wasted, but a worthy offering. Those who judged you as foolish will observe that I support those who remain loyal. This is not to disgrace them, my cherished one, but to glorify my being. Your journey itself will bear witness, and the truth will become clear. not by striving, but as a demonstration of my spirit within you. You may have considered your steadfastness unimportant, but I assure you its worth is everlasting. You thought your offerings went unnoticed, but I regard every compliant action as a treasured item before me. No hardship you faced lacked meaning. Nothing was wasted. Every moment served a design. Look up, my child, for this is when I restore your value. You will no longer bear the weight of dishonor nor hide yourself for fear of judgment. I will lead you toward illumination, not to reveal your past hurts, but to display my splendor through your existence. Do not let human opinions trouble you, my precious one, nor concern yourself with the perspectives of those who challenge you. My word holds more power than any other. My decisions are final and my justice is perfect. I declare once more, the time of being devalued has ended. The time of honor has commenced. And when I lift you high, no one can lessen your worth. When I advance your place, no one can undo your position. When I declare you innocent, no one can condemn you. I am your truth, your guardian, your ultimate choice maker. And I now come forward to announce that you have always been seen. I watched every step you made when no one else was watching. I saw your steadfast devotion, my beloved child. Even when no praise was given, no recognition offered, and no immediate reward appeared. I watched you choose the more arduous route, not for ease, but because you understood it aligned with my purpose. Every silent determination, every moment of personal sacrifice, every decision to keep going was recorded by me. Nothing went unseen by me. Nothing lacked intention. Nothing was without deep meaning in my eternal plan. You believed you were simply getting through, yet truly you were being formed. What you called difficulty, I called preparation. What you felt was a lack, I viewed as protection. What felt like a delay, I knew as a time for growth. I permitted nothing to be wasted. Even the pains you bore became strengths within you. Even the deep silences that weighed on you became opportunities to deepen your faith. I understand your path often felt too heavy, my child. I know times when your inner strength lessened, your energy faded, and you couldn't speak. I know you even thought your actions were useless, that no one would ever notice, that nothing would ever change. But I promise you, every tear, every earnest request, every hidden act held great worth before me. And now, as my gaze rests upon you, I perceive a spirit that did not falter, an inner being that pressed onward, a core that maintained trust even when everything appeared hopeless. My beloved, this demanding passage was not meant to punish you. Rather, it was a time for deep cleansing and growth. My beloved, I want you to understand that demanding time did not come as retribution. Instead, it was a path designed to refine your spirit. It was not a consequence, but a complete preparation. And now I see you are prepared for what lies ahead. Now I observe that you not only desire my promise, but you have the inner core to receive it. What you gave up was not because I didn't care. It was necessary shaping. The ways that ended were not abandonment. They were turns to guard you from paths that would not benefit your ultimate well-being. The people who left were not random departures. They were freedoms that allowed you to advance unhindered toward the new starts I provide. Everything fits together perfectly when seen through my eyes, my cherished one. And I, who know the end from the very start, understand exactly why I led each step this way. So I invite you to look back on your history with new understanding. Do not only see the sadness, perceive the formation. Do not just sense the weight, recognize the strengthening. Do not simply notice the stillness. See my touch guiding your story in hidden ways. No part of your journey has been without purpose. Every event has converged so that at this moment you are more resilient, more developed, more ready. What seemed like emptiness now shows itself as a transition. What felt like stagnation now reveals itself as groundwork. What felt like a void now appears as my steady care. I never abandoned you, my child. I never looked aside. Even when you sensed my quietness, it was my spirit that sustained your inner self. I know how often you felt no forward motion, my child, that your existence stood still, that your days felt unvarying and dull with no visible progress. You watched others flourish, opportunities appearing, paths becoming clear before them, while you remained unmoving, waiting in what seemed like an endless pause. Yet, I assure you, nothing was truly static. What appeared as inactivity was in truth my quiet work unfolding. I was not causing you distress. I was preparing you. The world often values what is visible, my child, the showy achievements and public recognition. But my way is different. I build what lies beneath the firm base that holds all things. I do not wish for your life to be transient, my precious one, nor a fragile moment that quickly vanishes. I intend for you to be firm, lasting, truly unwavering. This is why I allowed periods of calm. This is why some routes became unavailable. This is why I guided certain companions away from your path. It was never a forsaking, my beloved. It was always safeguarding. It sprang not from indifference, but from clear purpose. I removed what could not sustain the new starts I was arranging for you. I brought an end to cycles that bound you to what was behind. I changed habits that pulled you toward what no longer benefited your true well-being. Each instance that felt like a deprivation was in reality a liberation. You might not have grasped it then, but as you mourned what departed, I was readying the space for what was to appear. While you pondered what you could not comprehend, I was making room for what you could not yet discern. I did not permit you to bear weights that would exhaust you when your moment of completion arrived. I desired you to move into the fresh illumination with hands open to accept and a spirit ready to move forward. And I tell you more, my cherished one, the time you felt unseen was exactly when I was preparing you. I was nurturing your calm endurance, fortifying your belief, broadening your outlook. I was guiding you to lean on my constancy rather than on shifting circumstances. I was leading you to recognize my voice among the noise. I was directing you to proceed without human assistance, relying entirely on my heavenly guidance. Your silent devotion held more worth than any public acclaim. Your personal decisions mattered more to me than the outward successes the world applauds. For I do not focus on external display. I seek genuine essence. I am not moved by surface luster. I find joy in true honesty. I do not assess by accomplishment. I cherish deep dedication. Now, my child, you are starting to understand why patient endurance was vital. You are beginning to perceive why the path felt so extended. You are recognizing that what you labeled a postponement was merely the period I used to firm up your base. For I build nothing weak.
What y establish Honduras.
What I set in place does not collapse. What I start I see through to its finish. Never think you were overlooked. You were not solitary. You were being formed. While others believed you were motionless, I was shifting your place. While some supposed you were withdrawing, I was readying you for a significant advance. For some, progress does not start with outward motion, but with internal deepening. I have embedded profound strength within you, hidden from others. But it will uphold you when the fullness of my promise unfolds. So, my beloved child, do not disregard the seasons lived away from view. Do not lament the quiet stretches. Do not begrudge the moments that seemed still. For it was in these intervals that my work within you was most significant. It was in these settings that I perfected you most thoroughly. It was in these calm surroundings that I instructed you most deeply. This unseen readying is the pledge of your enduring might. And now I reveal to you, my precious one, what seemed like deprivation will become a foundational support. What appeared as a delay will be shown as complete readying. What presented as quiet will be made evident as a distinct utterance. Nothing was squandered. Nothing lacked intention. Nothing fell outside my precise plan. I direct your path. And even when you could not sense my presence, I was perfecting each element. You will not resemble those who emerge swiftly and then vanish with the wind. You will persist because what is within you was not constructed in a rush but with lasting patience. It was not shaped on the surface but with deep substance. It was not built for public view but in sacred solitude. And so when I bring you into prominence, you will remain steady. This is the result of the unseen labor. You are prepared to accept completely without exhaustion, to advance without hindrance, to live the promise without being overcome. I have frequently assured you, my child, that I would bring forth something fresh. And today, I affirm that this newness is already in motion. What was once a far-off certainty now reveals itself as a current truth before you. The not yet that challenged your patience repeatedly now transforms into a clear yes imbued with my divine purpose. You anticipated, wondering when your moment would arrive. And now I proclaim to you, this is your season. But understand this, my beloved, the fresh course I am revealing bears no likeness to the former one. It is not simply a rerun, not an imitation, not a hidden extension of prior patterns.